Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to connect with you in this, for me, very special webinar. And I'm still a little bit emotional, I could say. First of all, when I downloaded or channeled, how you call it, this frequency, the consensus, the invocation of consensus, what is a calling to all the collective souls, I was really deeply touched because it's the way I feel, the way I believe. And I just finished the Dutch webinar where I shared 2 activations, but the very powerful new activation, invocation of consensus. And what happened, the field, the powerful field what was created, the reactions, the connection with each other touched me very deeply. And it gave me a lot of gratitude, but also hope. And why hope? I shall try to explain why I say hope. Because this frequency is about us walking the bright path together. And it's one universal consciousness. It's one heart and one love. And what touched me many times when I don't look much to the news, because then we get discussions, what is truth, what is not the truth, what is real, what is not real, and we all have an opinion. The same I see on socials. You know, when I started to share this webinar, the promotion for this webinar, with the invitation, a call to all collective souls, I got a lot of positive reactions, but also some negative reactions. And it's okay for me, I don't make it personal, but it was telling me something. That also a lot of people who believe they are awakened or they are very spiritual need to share their opinion. And an opinion is fine, because we all have a different background, maybe different culture, different religion, what influences us. We all have a different past, what created the way we think, the way we feel, the way we act. But that doesn't give us the permission to say, I know the truth, and I share my opinion as a truth, with judgment. And that is always touching me. Why we need to judge each other, why there is so much competition and duality. I believe that every soul is love. But the mask we all are wearing is created by the past, what we learned in life, what we experienced in life, and has to do with maybe also a culture thing or influence from certain religion things. So we all created a reality based on what we experienced in life. But that is not the truth. It's not the reality. It's how we look to the reality based on our past experiences. So this is really a call, this webinar, to step away from duality, to step away from competition, and to stop the discussion. What is pure, what is not pure, what is high, what is low? It's just a different state based on our past. And when you are awakened, and you know, I need to say I'm a very lucky person. I experience a lot of love in my life. I trust of the future. I feel a lot of gratitude about my life. I believe in the light. And I cannot judge people who don't experience this love or don't feel gratitude. Or let's go even further. I cannot judge people who still experience hate or are aggressive because of what they learned in life? Is it not my responsibility to open my heart for these people, these souls, and not to judge them? You know, I'm not more than them. I feel gratitude that I'm here where I am at the moment. I feel a lot of gratitude. But I cannot judge others who are not here. So I want to share my screen and read the call what Arcturians told me. So this message is from the Arcturians. And I share this message with you, and I share my screen so you can read it with me, to feel the words, what they really mean about this. And that's the reason this new frequency touched me so deeply, because this is the way I always thought. And I many times I thought, maybe I'm naive, maybe I'm a little bit crazy. You know, sometimes I tell people the example, if I walk on the train station and I see someone standing there alone and staring at the ground and not looking happy, how simple it is to tell that person, I see you, I feel you, and I'm listening. No, we judge. If we see a homeless person on the street, we judge. But it's also a soul like you and me, who is searching for his place on this planet, who is searching for his path, walking home. So in this webinar, I want to connect with the call to the collective souls. Okay, I share my screen and read the words together with me, because these words for me were very, very important. So I go to my screen, I share some screenshots where I put a text. Okay, here it is. A call. Try to feel the words. A call to the collective soul. The Arcturians are saying this. We call to all beings, woman and man, to those beyond and between, to the breath that binds us unseen. I call to the fierce flames of rage, to love, unending embrace, to human hope, fragile yet strong, and to fear, which shadows our path. You, creators upon the 7 continents, builders of temples, carvers of symbols, keepers of sacred flame, the only hands that shape the divine. I call to friend and to fool, to the strangers who walk unseen, to lovers, to the hearts hardened by hate, and to those who strive for peace unbreakable. I call to the spirit of our community. We all are together, the elders who guide, the children who wander, the peers in whom I find kindship, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers. We are with you. A voice among voices calling. So lend your ear, and as we lend ours, to the voice of all people, unified. Hear this petition, feel the intention, as we speak from the heart for the good of all. Let our voices converse, the voices of the people is one. We recognize your authority, recognize our petition. Let us manifest for the good of all. I can't help it, but this touched me very deeply, this call of the Arcturians. And I think it's our responsibility to respond to this call. You know, as I said, sometimes I watch the news and I see things happening in the world, what is not so nice. Also politics, the wars, the things in the climate, everything what is going on. But as Arcturians say, the reality is not the reality. It's how we experience this reality. And we can fight against it, but then we fight with an illusion. We, together, can influence the reality. So let's open our heart. Let's connect with love and light and not judge and stay away from competition and duality. Just connect from heart to heart, from soul to soul. No one is higher or lower. No one is further or behind. We just walk a different road. What created our habits, our behavior. But behind that behavior is a soul who also searches for love and for his or her path. So in this webinar, I want to create together with the universe, together, that's the reason I call it invocation of this activation, to connect with all the light. And what really touched me when I put this calling on socials, and it's not personal, I don't make it personal, but it touched me just the way we think, that I got reactions also on it, a lot of positive reactions, but a few reactions from people who said, I teach already for many years. I know what is good and what is bad. And what you're doing now is to make a calling also to negative energy. So you don't know what you're talking about. I know what I'm talking about. There is not pure and impure. It's just here, the way we think, the way we judge. We together create the reality. So do we take the responsibility? So I want to start as a preparation with the activation omnipotent love. And for the ones who are new here and never did an activation before, I will explain what is an activation. Activation is based on the language of the soul. It's based on sacred geometry, because you and me are sacred geometry. So when we focus and we connect with sacred geometry, we bring our subconscious, our soul, into the balance of that information. It talks to us. So we don't place anything, it's just a mirror. Sometimes I call it the mirror of the soul. So when we start an activation, there will start to be two sacred geometry patterns next to each other. You just focus in the center, between it. And then it becomes one. So also we synchronize in this way our left and right brain. And also every frequency, every sacred geometry frequency has their own music, special made for the message from that sacred geometry pattern. So in this music, there is energy. There, maybe you heard of bioresonance. So also we talk to the body. So sacred geometry, if you stare to your screen, is a message for your subconscious, and the music you hear is a message for our body, for our conscious. So focus on the center, and after 5 minutes your screen gets totally black. Just remember, after 5 minutes your screen gets totally black. And why do I say it in this way? Because in every webinar always I have some reactions in the chat. Oh my God, my screen is suddenly black. Yes, after 5 minutes the screen gets totally black. And at that moment you close your eyes. That's the message when the screen gets black. So you close your eyes and you stay with your eyes closed until I come back to you. Because when the activation is finished and the music stops, at that moment we go for 1 minute in silence, just to process the frequency. And when we start activation, you take 3 times a deep breath into your nose, out to your mouth, slowly and as deep as possible. And when you close your eyes, when the screen gets black, Also, you take 3 times a deep breath, and I advise you to use a headphone for a good sound experience. I want to ask you to leave the chat, not to disturb each other, and let's start with the preparation activation before we do the real activation of tonight, the main activation of tonight, and enjoy. What is possible, you will feel temperature differences. It's possible you will get sensations in your body. It's possible you feel pressure on your forehead. It's pure energy what starts to move. Just allow everything what needs to happen. This is a powerful combination of these 2 activations I share with you tonight. So just surrender, just allow everything what needs to happen. Allow everything what wants to get healed and where energy wants to move. I stop my camera and I start the first activation. Omnipotent love. Enjoy. And I talk to you after this activation. We take again slowly 3 times a deep breath into your nose, out to your mouth, as deep as possible. Omnipotent love. Omnipotent love is all about love, but it's a kind of unconditional love. It's further than that, because I believe love is the key. It's the key to manifest. It's the key to be who you are. It's the key to heal. It's the key of everything. It connects everything with everything. It's the bridge for connection. And omnipotent love for me is a very important frequency, because it's beyond love. For me, it's the highest state of love. And so we need this as a preparation, so we can go to the next activation, what is very subtle. And he feels very soft, but it's very powerful. It touches really on a deep level the soul, the invocation of consensus. It's an activation. In the first part of the activation, we put an energy to the invocation, to invite an invitation to all living souls, but also an invitation to the higher realms, the universe, to stand together and to really create a powerful field without judgment, without duality, without competition, just from soul to soul love and heart to heart, and not to judge yourself anymore. If you have still feelings of guilt, don't judge yourself. Because we all have experiences in life, what shaped us, based on how we react on situations or things of other people, is based on what we learned. So we cannot make mistakes. We're just growing and exploring our life. Because the soul has only one goal, is to find the path home. Home is about who we truly are. And every soul, doesn't matter what the background is, doesn't matter what choices a soul makes, what kind of mask the soul is wearing, because we all are the same soul, searching for love. As I have here a sentence, and I want to write this sentence for you. And the sentence what Arcturians gave me when I was making this code, this frequency, I didn't have a name yet for it, or not the whole information. The only words I heard making this frequency, downloading it, was the words, "This is about us, walking the bright path together. One universal consciousness, one heart, one love." And for me, it's all about this. It's all about us together. So don't blame, don't judge, just be. And if there's something as a mirror what is touching you, let's take our lesson and move forward. Not to fight, because fight, there are always different losers, also we self. So let's step out, and I think this is about 2025, what Arcturians say. 2025 is the turning point year. And if I look to astrology and I look to the Chinese horoscope, we get the year of the snake. And a snake leaves his skin behind when he renews his skin. So it's symbolic to leave the past behind. Don't carry it with you in the new year, the turning point year. So we can grow faster and change faster our skin to a new skin. Skin based on love, on unity. And then we grow faster together. If we create a new reality, where we can manifest anything we want if our dream, our manifestation is based on also of the good of all. So it's not only for ourselves. And this is my dream, to manifest together, to influence the quantum field where we are living in, what is now based on surrender because of the fear what is created by the media or the wars who are going on. And yes, that's terrible. But we cannot fight against it. But we can influence it. And how more people, souls, make that choice to step away from the energy of duality and competition and to step in unconditional love, we can raise the frequency and influence what is going on in the world. We have that authority if we really take care of ourselves and others. So also don't blame yourself, don't judge yourself, because we all had our path based on experiences. But this counts for everyone. So again, it's a calling. If you see people who are aggressive or in hate or a homeless person, just put intention. Just in yourself, focus, and say the intention, I see you, I hear you, I feel you. I think this is important, to look in a different way to each other, to really connect. Yes, let's connect with the invocation of consensus. So I want to ask you to leave the chat, to close your eyes, to prepare ourselves for this powerful, very, on the outside, soft activation, but goes very deep. I advise also to use headphones, but close your eyes for now and let us prepare. And think of someone you love very much. Can be a person, can be a pet, can even be a situation what opens your heart. A positive remembrance where you feel your heart will open, because we need our heart chakra together. If we all together open our heart chakra, we create a powerful, powerful field of love, what makes everything more easy, because we're doing this together in a connection to raise each other together. So think of someone you love. Can be, as I said, a person, a pet, or a situation, and try to feel that love in your heart and make that love bigger so you feel it going into completely your body. Feel the love flowing through your body, and then you put intention that there are little golden lines, thousands of little golden lines from your heart to everyone who's doing this activation now or in the recording. Because in the quantum field, morphokinetic field, there is no distance and no time. There's only now. So we just connect the little golden lines to everyone who's connected with us in this activation. Also, we can put the intention to bring the golden lines to everyone who need a healing or love. Can be someone you know, can be someone you don't know. Because the Arcturians learned to me that if I choose for love, there is someone in the world, even a person I don't know, maybe on the other side of the world, who will experience at that moment that love that I feel at this moment, because we are all connected. There's no distance and no time. So the little golden lines just connect with where you feel your calling to connect with. And doesn't have to be only human beings, can be also animals, or can even be plants, trees, where you feel connected with. And then we put the invocation to invite all the higher frequencies, energies, maybe angels, I call Arcturians, but maybe you want to invite your guides to work together with us in this activation, to raise a powerful frequency and connects us all, to raise our frequency together. And from this frequency we can manifest what is really our dream, to manifest a new reality in 2025, to set the energy. And when we start activation, start when you focus on your screen with 3 times a deep breath. And you connect with the sounds and music. So the first part of the activation is based on the invocation. The second part is about a consensus. It's about one frequency, one soul, one heart. And just allow everything what needs to happen. Maybe you feel emotions, maybe you will feel sensations in your body. Allow everything what needs to happen. Allow everything what wants to get healed. And without judgment, without a meaning, just allow. Just that what needs to happen. So after 5 minutes, the screen gets black, you close your eyes, you do again 3 times the deep breath, and you stay with your eyes closed until I come back to you, because at the end, we just go 1 minute in silence. Enjoy this activation, and let's raise our frequency together in consensus. I will stop my camera and start the activation. Enjoy. Just keep your eyes closed and follow your breathing and feel the words I want to share with you, because it's all about us, walking the bright path together, one universal consciousness, one heart, one love. Let's take again 3 times slowly the deep breath into your nose, out to your mouth, as deep as possible. And when you're finished, maybe you want to stretch, then open your eyes and share with me one word. What do you feel right now? Just share one word. And I hope for the last month of this year, you start to be aware that we need to let go competition and duality. Not to judge anyone, not to judge yourself, not to blame anyone, and not to blame yourself, but to make the choice for love. And to understand that we all took a different path, and maybe our soul is damaged because of all the experience we had in this life, or even in the past life. But that doesn't make a soul negative or lower. So we have a responsibility to just not only share our love with people who gives us a comfortable feeling, but also share it with people who really need it, without judgment. Just to put intention, as I said before. When you feel that someone has a hard time, just set intention in your thoughts, with your heart. I feel you. I see you. I hear you. I think this is a beautiful challenge for the new year to start with. Just share with me one word. As I said before, this activation really touched me deeply. And I hope I inspired you to step out of the comfort zone, to really believe that you deserve it and you're worth it, to live your dream. But real manifestation goes faster if your dream always is the good of others and it's not an egoistic dream. So everything is possible if you do it from self-love and for love for all. Wow. Thank you for sharing what you feel. I want also to give something, the whole world is busy with Black Friday. I think this is a very strange name because it's not black. Let's not call it black. It's light, it's love. So I want to share something also because that's the energy what is hanging in the field, and I thought for the coming month when we give each other presents, maybe with Christmas, how nice is to give to your loved ones energy or purpose. So this weekend also we made a big discount, 15% discount in our whole shop to share, to also give something for the new month, and that's the reason I don't call it Black Friday. I call it Thank God It's Friday. So if you want to give someone a book or cards or a stone, because I believe the best thing you can give to your loved ones is frequencies, is energy. So I will put a link, and that's what I also wanted to share. This was the last webinar for this year, But in the new year, of course, I'm back and I'm traveling, and maybe we see each other online or in the next webinar or in the next retreat, because my first retreat in the new year, I'm very excited, is in Montserrat in Spain. It's an international group, so the language will be in English and Spanish, and maybe we meet each other there. It's all on Cosmic Care. You find all the information, and also on Janos.com. So maybe we see each other live soon in the new year, and also online, because of course in January I will be back with a new webinar. I wish you a magical, special holiday season, a very special December month. And I hope in this month we all take together our responsibility to make the choice for love and to disconnect from competition and duality. Not to blame, not to judge, but to see we are all souls and searching for love. Thank you for the connection here in this webinar. Thank you so much to allow me to share these frequencies with you, frequencies who are for me very important. And I hope you feel it too, that love is the key. Thank you. I wish you again an amazing Christmas time, December month, and looking forward to stay connected with you all. Bye-bye. Bye.